Hey, how's it going? You are following Christy. This is my journey working on establishing routines, getting weight loss taken care of, and testing my bracelet for regulatory eating. Even though I have ADHD, plenty of excuses to fail, just so we get through the whole opening part, I guess. So we're still testing out the bracelet. And I'm still struggling with when I'm on any kind of hormonal cycle type thing. Yeah, that was actually kind of a weird one because it was like I was on a cycle, but it was like for a day. So that still could just be whatever. And honestly, that would be welcome because that means that it is going smoothly for me. I would be so excited if that's what perimenopause ends up being for me. But meanwhile, still have a lot of munchies, and I struggle with that a little bit because it's dopamine chasing, because it's not hunger based. A lot of times I just want to eat. And that's when handy dandy 0-calorie snacks come in handy. I like cucumbers as much as the next person, but sometimes this sugar-free Jell-O just hits the spot. It tricks my brain into thinking that it's eating calories the same way that your brain gets tricked into thinking it's not getting calories when it drinks calories. This feels solid. My stomach's gonna hold it as volume. My whole body thinks it's eating food right now. And so that's kind of fun. It's definitely been a little obsession. I also like the chocolate one. Even though that mixes with milk, I just mix in some protein powder too. It turns it into like chocolate protein pudding, which is pretty good. So just kind of focusing on that and just trying to focus getting back on track. I know that the bracelet works. It works. It's been working. It's worked the whole entire time. But what doesn't work always is my ability to stay on track when I'm dealing with these hormones. So I'm going to keep trying more water, more 0-calorie snacks. I switched to the sirloin steak, so I don't think I gained as much weight this time as I did the last time, but it wasn't like a full cycle anyway. So we're just going to keep going and going and seeing how it works. I think I'm actually ready to product launch, and that's like a little bit, I have to talk to a couple people first, but we've tested it out. It's not gone through full sequential testing or anything, but I feel like it does prove that like you're eating a regular amount of food, that it almost doesn't need to be proven, you know, like eating 2 of 5 3 times a day, having 2 snacks, having a single calorie drink is a reasonable amount of food. We don't actually have to wonder about that. It just is. And you know, depending on how you handle your macros, you know, it just works out better, and it does already identify exactly where you're falling off the scale. It can help you find that weak spot in your schedule or whatever, you know, whether it's early morning, late day, you know, once a month, whatever it is that's causing you to go over, it puts a big red flashing light on it so that you can identify, you know, focus on that and work on it and do things to help make it better. And so I just feel like we're kind of to a point where we're there. The beads is the only complaint that I've gotten complaint on, that they're heavy. And so actually I'm going to be going from stainless steel to glass beads. I was able to source them. I just have to order them now and give them a test run. I wanted these to be incredibly durable just because I myself work with my hands, and they're going to still be stainless steel on the band. But I am going to try to take into account that most people aren't as rough on their hands as I am. And so I'm going to try to get some prettier ones, lighter weight ones, and just see if I can get more people to test it out. That's been another struggle. I think just anytime you have like a system that seems too easy, people don't really want to try it unless it's been like thoroughly tested out. And once it's trending, people will be like, oh my gosh, I have to get one. But like until it's trending, they're just kind of like shy to even start or believe because of all the weird advertising of different things that don't really work. But I think I can just go ahead and put it out there and just see what happens. Just test the waters, keep wearing my bracelet. I'm going to keep working on the times when I am struggling with food still, because like I said, the bracelet's not magic. It doesn't take the food out of your belly. It doesn't make you, stop hungering for food. It just lets you know where you're at with that. And so definitely gonna just keep going and trying and see how that goes. I come from a family of inventors, and so I'm a little bit skeptical about how fast things will catch on versus how helpful they are. I've noticed that there's not a whole big correlation between that. A lot of it is just marketing. So we're going to see how good I am at that next. Anyhow, just a quick little update. Nothing really much to say, I guess, today, other than, good luck on your habits and your goals. Keep going, and even if it's getting frustrating, keep going again. That's all there is. You're probably doing better off than you were if you hadn't gotten started in the first place. And I hope you are taking very, 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 very good care of yourself. Cheers, guys.